up, everybody? It's a wonderful Monday afternoon. I got my coffee. So we're gonna talk about some hot tubs. Those ones that everybody's been asking me about, the one that's in our backyard, there's some things you need to know about it. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about 5 reasons why you probably shouldn't buy one of those. If these things kind of fit in your life, you should question them. Been great for me, but there's some things we gotta talk about. Here we go.
I got him, Jack! Oh, Jack's got one on the tree trunk!
Like this forever. I wanna stay right here with you. Wanna stay right here with you. As the rest we fall.
Alright guys, I'm Jack the jack.moltey. If you have not seen me, I do a lot of crazy stuff on the internet. Everything from catching weird fish to hot tubs. I've had this hot tub, as you know if you follow along on this channel, we've had an inflatable hot tub for about 2 years now, I think. It was a whim, it was a crazy afternoon after some coffee. It wasn't really coffee that we bought this thing because we wanted a hot tub and wanted to make the backyard fun. You know, we didn't know how long we were going to stay in this house. We didn't know if we were going to move. We didn't have a 220 hookup. We only had a 110, just a regular outlet. But we were determined to fix up the backyard. If you watch those videos where we rehab the backyard, it's really worked. It's really turned into a fun place. Doing a green egg, different, another story for another time, okay? But we got one of those Coleman SaluSpas, one of the green ones off Walmart.com. You can get them off Amazon too. They're like 400 bucks. A lot of people asked us about them. Do we like it? Yeah, we like it. It's great. It's awesome. There's like 5 things you need to know about it. And then once we go through those 5 things, you'll have a better idea of whether you want to purchase one. That's good stuff. Okay, so the first one is, if you're expecting that thing to heat up fast, this hot tub is probably not for you. It's gonna take about a day for those inflatable 110 hot tubs to heat up. It's gonna take a minute. And if they've been running a while, or if the cover's been off and it gets down to like 199, it's gonna take an hour per degree-ish to get it back up. So, think about that. You gotta think about that if you're trying to make a decision, because that could be a decision maker. And that really runs into number 2, if you want it to stay hot, okay? So that thing is gonna stay hot once the cover comes off of it. And the cold, like we're talking, it's like 40, 50 degrees outside, give or take a few. That thing is it's gonna cool down in about an hour. It's gonna go from 104 to 102. 30 minutes later, it's gonna be 101. You're probably gonna get about an hour and a half-ish out of it with the top off in a semi-cold weather. But how long you want to stay in there until you get too pruny? Because that happens too. Chlorine will get to you. And you also need to take into account when you're talking about that is you're gonna run them bubbles. Okay, it's got a jet pump in it. Actually, it's just compressed air going through some holes, but it feels good. And over time, that is gonna cool it off too. So if you're trying to stay 104, you're not running the bubbles, you're just going to have to do it very sparingly or not run them at all. Or you're gonna wind up with a cold hot tub real fast, be at 100, be like, we gotta get out of this thing. And I think that was number 3, the jets. They're not real strong, but they'll fluff you. Not that kind of fluff, but they'll make your body feel good, your back. Think about that, those jets. They're not real strong. Yeah, and that's real talk. That's just real talk. This brings me to number 4, filtration. Okay, these pumps like this, you don't have a lot of just compressed water going through these filters. So it's kind of like it just kind of like flows through it, like as it just kind of gets circular around the hot tub. Doesn't get sucked in and out the filter. So the filters are not filtering as fast. Kind of need one of them little sheen things, like a pool sheen, and that will get you a lot cleaner than the filters will. Well, that brings me to number 5. Okay. Number 5, and this is one a lot of people has asked me about, and I want to make sure I get this real clear. It's one I want to really hit on, and everybody asks me like, what's the power bill do when you get one of these? Well, I'll tell you, it goes up. It goes up a little, but you're talking about a $300 hot tub, 4-ish, okay? So, am I gonna, install a 220, which I probably should? I think that was one of these too. You're running 110 versus 220. So, if you're gonna install a 220 hookup out there, that's gonna cost money. A bigger, fancier hot tub's gonna cost you like $4 or $5 grand versus this $400 one, so you're saving money there. and it depends on how much you're going to use this thing. Yeah, the power bill is going to go up a little bit. It's a give and take. If you want a hot tub, it's going to cost you another $30 a month or whatever it is. Or you can turn it off when you're not using it. You can turn it down when you're not using it as much. You can jack it up the night before you think you're going to use it. You just got to take that into factor. It's a 110 heating element. I think that's what it is. And it's not going to heat as fast. It's not going to heat as cheaply. That's a word. So you just got to keep that in mind. Yeah, it does take a lot more power. These are things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to let you know we love our hot tub for the reasons that we can take it down, we can empty it easy, we can move it easy. If we're only going to be in a place for a year or two, I don't want to install a $5,000 hot tub with a 200 amp, 220 amp, whatever it is, with an electrician and permits and all that stuff. It's just not in our lifestyle. The green one, the cheap inflatable, works with our lifestyle. If I was in college, I'd have one of those in a heartbeat on the back porch because they're cheap, easy to install, easy to keep clean, easy to move, and if it gets a sprung leak or anything happens to it, I'm just hitting it with my pocket knife like I did the last one. I'm throwing it in the dumpster and he gone, okay? So that is about it. Hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna drink the rest of my coffee. Pound that like button. See you later.